Good day, guys. This is Stephanie Larson and Amy McGovern.
Hi.
We're doing the weekly call this week. We're giving Ken a nice break. We have been very busy lately, and we wanted to give you an update on things that have been going on. First of all, this week you will see the April newsletter come out. It should be out by Friday. We're hoping, if not tomorrow or Thursday, but this week for sure. It'll have a lot of really good information on things that have been going on in the past month, what we've been doing, and what our outlook is moving forward. But I will touch on it really quickly on our weekly call this week. We have been very busy in both the equity and bond market. You should have seen some activity in your portfolios in the past week. We trimmed a few positions that we wanted to move out of. We strategically phased out of the hedges, so the hedges have been removed and lifted. We also have bought a few select names. All of this, like I said, would be covered in the newsletter. I really encourage all of you guys to read it. As we mentioned in the last video, in the bond market, we've been very, very active. We've been aggressive. We have found some really high quality paper. We are looking to get all of our income portfolios invested in the next probably 3 to 4 weeks, depending on availability, pricing, things like that. Again, also covered in the video, in the newsletter. Please read it.
Which will be sent out through MailChimp, which is myself,
Exactly.
marketing.
If for any reason you don't receive it, for some reason some clients get the videos but not the newsletters, it's very odd. We're trying to fix that.
Yes.
If you don't get it, please just let us know. Amy and I would be
You
happy
can just
to
email me over. You can email any of us and let us know, and no problem just putting you into our MailChimp campaign. So
Absolutely. So again, you'll start seeing some more activity in your accounts. If you have any questions, just let us know at any time. We are, in general, holding back on the market. We haven't really participated in this rally. It hasn't had a lot of volume in it. People are really holding back and waiting. But just know that as we do slowly, incrementally enter the market, if we feel on any level for any reason that this is going to turn, we will absolutely trim our positions, put our hedges back in, resume our defensive posture. We are not looking to ride the market back down if that happens. If it keeps rallying, then we will slowly enter in as we've been doing, taking little bits and nibbles at the market. You will see the activity in your accounts, so just don't be surprised when you do. You have also seen an email from me in the past 2 weeks about prime brokerage. If you have not,
has it been 2 weeks?
It has been 2 weeks actually. If you have not received it, then you're fine. So please disregard this part of it. But I wanted to address it. Several clients had reached out and they were confused about what the prime brokerage addendum was that I had emailed. So I wanted to be clear, and I apologize. I should have explained this more clear in the email. What prime brokerage is when you buy bonds in a block, you buy them through prime brokerage. Prime brokerage allows you to get slightly better pricing. It's a different area of the custodian that you place the bonds in. There are 2 ways you can do trading. One is through prime brokerage, one is through trade away. That's for the bonds only. Bonds don't trade over the market, they go through broker dealers. If you do a trade away, the difficulty with that is that you can buy a block of bonds with trade away, but then you have to individually book them into every single client. It's not a big deal when it's 10 clients, but when it's 150 clients, it can be very painful, not just for us because I do the actual booking, but also for the broker dealer, and they really don't want to do it that way. So I know that when we did the first round of the bond buys, we did it through prime brokerage. And what had happened is several accounts kicked out when we tried to allocate them. We talked to the custodians and they let us know that those accounts didn't have the prime brokerage addendum signed for it. So what we did is we placed the bonds where we could, and then we came back into the market with the broker dealer looking for the same bonds, but doing it through the trade away process. They've asked us to please not do that if we can avoid it. So what we've been doing is we comb through every single account that we have in our book, and we have sent out an addendum to every single client to ask that account please have the addendum signed for it. The other thing that we also noticed when we did this scrub of our accounts was that some clients had an addendum for one account, but not for the other 3 or 2 or 1 or whatever the case had to be for that particular client. So what we wanted to do was just clean up everything on our end, make sure that every single account had the addendum signed for it. so that we can make sure that we could place a bond into any account that we needed. In the meantime, we have been working through the trade-away process, but again, it's quite time-consuming and difficult, and the broker-dealers prefer if we use prime brokerage. So again, I know that many of you, the majority of them actually, you guys have sent that back to me incredibly quickly. I appreciate that very much.
Good job. Makes our job actually easier.
Incredibly
when you guys
easier.
Respond.
Yes, thank you, and we do. If you haven't, I will send a follow-up email. I just ask that you please get that to us. It would just make our lives a lot easier, and we do appreciate it very much. We also wanted to touch on something really quick. We've had several clients actually reach out lately, and they found that maybe the last 2 months or so was really difficult for them, more difficult than what they thought it could be. And what it is that they realized their risk tolerance is actually a lot lower than they thought it was. You know, the market was very volatile. Maybe they were in a blended portfolio of maybe a 50-50, and they realized that maybe they want to be a little bit more conservative. You know, maybe move to have a slight allocation change to maybe more of a 75-25 or something like that. This is a great time to have these conversations. We've talked to at least a half a dozen clients, if not more, about making these small tweaks to their portfolio. Because we're in so much cash right now, it's great because we can easily just move that money to the income side and buy the bonds that we've been buying that have been really favorably priced. And then we just won't raise any more money into the equity side. These clients understand that this means they might miss on some of the rally because they have less equity, and they're okay with that. And that's how you know that you really should have maybe less risk in your portfolios and that this actually pertains to you. So if you find that you could be one of these clients, that maybe the market has just been a little bit too much and you want to maybe have a slight allocation change, be a little bit more conservative, we encourage you to please reach out and let us know. We'd love to have these conversations with you moving forward.
And with that, from client services, I am a vice president of client services, and any types of needs that you guys actually have, which is if you want to make a change, which is what Steph just said, feel free to reach out to Brittany, reach out to myself, and also we're setting up times in order for the rest of our group to be able to get back to you guys. I know you guys have been super patient with us, and we really appreciate it. But setting up a time that way that we're all available in order to talk to you and give you what it is that you need, it's just working out a lot better, especially during this time when we're juggling with kids and so many other things going on, and obviously the crisis and not actually being here every day. It's been a little bit different for us, so we're trying to be really good about getting back to you within 24 hours to 48 hours. If you really have something that is like an emergency situation, please call the main line, and Brittany, who is answering all the calls and filtering it for us, is doing a great job as well. And so with that regard, I think that was kind of what I wanted to
absolutely.
get into.
And please know that just because of the lockdown, we are still here every day. There is at least 1, 2, 3, sometimes even 4 or 5 of us in the office every day.
Yeah.
Modified hours, we're trying to be very respectful. Obviously, we're, again, breaking social distancing norms here to do this video for you guys. But we know that we're here. We're on top of everything. We communicate every day as a team, discussing everything. If you need anything, if you reach out to the wrong person, it's fine. They will always let us know, and we'll address it. But in general, if it's a client service related issue, obviously
it would be for me.
Exactly.
I'm currently doing marketing as well, but my main thing right now is client services. So I wanted to go over, it brings me into, a couple things I want to go over. So if you have a need of a wire and you need to have that money sent over same day, just want to let you guys all know, if you don't already know, it's been a little bit slower on their end due to the crisis. If you have a need of a wire that same day, please contact me, email me, call, whatever you need to do. It has to be before 1 p.m. 1 p.m. is the cutoff and the deadline. And I will do my best to be able to make sure that that wire does go through. The 3 things that I will need, which I will reiterate to clients as they need it, I will need your account number, the routing number, and then the title. Those are the 3 things that are really pertinent. But I can send that over no problem right away. The other thing too is I know a lot of you've been taking initiative and doing things on your own, which I think is great. It's awesome. I think it's wonderful. However, I've been noticing that sometimes when we take things on our own, we don't quite know the steps that we're supposed to be taking. And so I would just really highly recommend that before you take that initiative to send me some sort of like the document that you want to send over to the brokerage, because maybe you want to do your own wire or you want to do something on your own, some sort of request, second set of eyes.
Yeah.
Just send it over to me.
We'd be happy to.
And also, on our behalf is that we have an amazing team with these brokerages, and we can obviously get through to them before you can, and I think it's a great way for you guys to be able to utilize us.
Yeah.
So,
and also know that from the front end of the custodians, when we look at TD Ameritrade and Schwab, we have an alert page that is for us that covers every single client that is in our relationship. And so we see if you guys are trying to move money and there's a problem, we get alerts about it. And so we want to help out and reach out to you guys. But you know, you could also just come to us first. We'd be happy to do so. So we've seen a lot of alerts of errors of transfers of money, wire transfer issues, account opening issues. You know, let us help you, please. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, and there's no reason for everybody to be, you know, I mean, we all have to have our patience during this time, which has been a little bit hard even with the brokerages. You know, I had a client who wanted to open up an account, and it took some time to open that up. But then again, they're all working remotely too. I think this is just the time that we have to be a little bit more patient. But again, we are here for you. You know, we're here 24 hours a day. Anything that you need, we're really good. We're getting back to you right away. We're doing the best that we can. So I think that's pretty much all. Oh, the 1099s. I wanted just to talk about that really quickly. So TD has had to have their fourth.
It's true.
It's their fourth time of trying to sending out the right 1099s. So with that regard, I know there is the July 15th tax
Deadline.
deadline. Yeah. Thank you, Steph. So if you guys need a 1099, you can either email myself or Brittany and let us know, and we have no problem getting onto your account and sending that right over to you. It's probably easier than you having to deal with it, even calling into the client line that you need to. I know a lot of clients have shared some frustrations of getting through. They can't get through. Again, we have that amazing team that I can just call right away, and we're lucky and fortunate. So anyways, just want to thank everybody for your patience, and I'm your girl if you have any client services. So,
well, we appreciate you as our clients all the time. We're very grateful that you have worked with us. I understand everyone's been really patient. We're here to help in any way we can, to reach out, to do anything that you guys need. Please just reach out anytime if you need anything, have questions. And as I said last time in the last video, that we were, really working on enhancing our communication with our clients, whether that's on the investment side or through newsletters or through videos. This one's centered around client service information as well. Please just let us know if you need anything moving forward. We're always here to help you.
all right.
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys. Bye.